Welcome back, everyone, to Vale of the Pine, where I have crossed into Western Aragian, which fortunately is not as high a level place as the main part of Aragian. And it looks like, we've got walking trees. That's what it looks like. Well, I am not looking for walking trees, but I don't want this tree interrupting me as I go about seeking those wargs. And then I have an Uruk I need to find. So, bash, bash, bash. Yikes. Alright. Maybe going after this tree wasn't the best idea. There we go. Now, let's go and search for some wargs. I need to defeat invading wargs. And I've heard a rumor that there are some on this side of the river. Ah! Invasive wargs. Okay, invasive, invading. The quest says invading I will assume that invasive wargs are invading, so we'll just have to go with that. There we go. Now, when do I get first aid? I thought it was at 14, but apparently not. Oh well. Apparently it's level 16. Well, close enough. I'll just have to wait 2 levels before getting that. Until then, it's fighting invasive wargs and hoping they don't cripple me too much in the meantime. No, I don't want to attack the squirrel. Oh, we also had an Urukai warrior here, though it's not a war leader, because I am supposed to be looking for an Urukai war leader while I'm going through here. And finding the tracks of one. Okay. Now you. And I just have to keep an eye out just in case one of those Wraiths decides it is time. I think when is it coming right now? All right, yeah, just in case this happens. Keep ready. Okay, make sure I have my. Oops. There you go. Frightening presence. What does this do? +1 dread, -7 shadow mitigation. Oh, wonderful. Nothing like dealing with my mitigations to make things tougher. Anything else we got going on here? Frightening presence. That's it? Okay, fine. Well, yeah, those things are going to make things interesting. I've just realized that I have been ignoring restorative shield work in all the times I've been playing a warden. It was just after that fight with the Nazgul there where I said, okay, what does that green skill I hit there actually do? It seemed to have been doing a pretty good job of keeping me alive. And I'm wondering, alright, how long has it been there and how long have I been ignoring what it does? Because it's a rather nice skill. And very definitely something I want to have in my tool set when I go against raids. Maybe it's a blue line skill. Yeah, that's always a possibility, but I have tanked a few times on this character. Not on this character, I mean on my main warden, and you would think that I would know something about one of its main tanking skills. That shows you that I'm not a very good tank. Well, I wandered a little far from the warg area, looks like. Actually, no, it looks like I'm still technically in the warg area, but I have found a wood troll. Now, what level do I start picking up the wood troll deeds? It's probably something like level 19. We'll see. But at some point, I should have an enmity of the wood trolls. But apparently, this is not yet the level. It probably will be either level 15 or level 19. That would be my guess. I've obtained a warg pelt. You would think after all killing all those wargs, I would have collected several warg pelts. I guess I better deliver that before I go and take care of the rest of my mission. Back over the river to that little elf camp. I found this pelt on one of the wargs.
What troubles you?
This pelt, I should have known. These are no ordinary wargs. It is as the rumor suggested. These fell beasts are a plague upon the lands. I fear that it will be difficult to contain this threat if we do not act quickly. Take this pelt to Ravender in Ethelbel, northeast of here. Follow the main road and cross the bridge to the north. She's been keeping watch in Western Aragian, and my suspicions of this new threat comes to her more recent reports. This should prove to be of value to her. She will have more information for you. Okay, take this to Ethelbel, and Ethelbel happens to be near one of the locations of the Uruks that we were supposed to be chasing. This is a turnoff I don't want to miss because I need to go over this bridge. If I continue along that road, I'll wind up in the eastern parts of Aragian, which is not a comfortable place for a level 14 character. Let's get over the bridge and head over to where it leads, which I believe is going to be Ethelbel. I found the campsite. Hello there.
What can I do for you?
You've done enough already. Here's the elf I need to speak with.
What can I do for you?
Dwindle and I have been exchanging notes, keeping an eye on the shadow's movements on both sides of the Glanduin. It grows, and will continue to grow until the light can no longer endure. I'm glad to hear that Dwindle has made progress in investigating of the most recent incursions. This pelt belongs to one of Warg, but the markings are that concern me. Allow me to examine this pelt further, all right?
For the longest time, I had feared those that served the shadow would soon wake.
I have lost many trying to keep these lands safe. Now, I'm afraid that the threat is all too real. The pelt that you gave me bore a concerning mark. I will need more time to confirm whether my suspicions are true. Meanwhile, my scouts have reported unusual movement at long-forgotten ruins to the west. Wood trolls have made these ruins their new home, and they desecrate that land. Level 15 quest. Be nice if it were level 19 quest, so I could start to be in there at level 19 and then start working on my wood troll deed, but oh well. Go to Lasgold to the west and thin the wood troll numbers. I should be able to glean more from these markings in the meantime. Alright, I will have to go there at some point, but right now that is not my priority. Hello, is there anything you need while I'm about? A bucket and remedies for the sickness. I'll worry about buckets later. Let me go and find that Uruk. This looks interesting. What do we got here? We have an Uruk boot print. Okay. Oh, and there is an Uruk right there. Hello. Well, I just have to see which sets work and which ones don't. I don't know why I figured that one of these things was going to come. Because it would be the most inconvenient time, of course. Well, it looks like I can even do it without the shield work skill. Alright. Now, it would be nice if I can get another gambit that works on defense, but okay. Well. Well. Another day, another raid. It looks like Briglet and Meneldir beat me back to camp.
You had success? Those are good tidings.
It's a good tidings, for it means that Saruman now has 3 fewer war leaders commanding his forces in the area. I spoke with Briglet while we waited for you to return, and she says that there is one more location that she wants to investigate, but soon our time together will be ended. Each of us must bring word of Saruman's designs to our chieftains, for they must soon ripen and spell doom for Middle-earth. To our chieftains. What? She expects me to go to Loopy Will. What do you say?
Meneldir is right. I must soon return to Imladris with these grim tidings.
Winter is approaching, and I must tell Elrond the winds will blow chill indeed if the wizards have turned against us. Saruman's hand stretches forth to seize dangerous knowledge from the ruins of Eregion, and if the White Hand grasps it, who can tell what evils he might think next to accomplish? Ooh, let's see what we got here. We have got patched leather leggings. Ooh. Finally! A nice piece of equipment.
My people fled north after Karas Galebran was destroyed by Sauron, and his armies pursued them.
The tale of those who stood in the path and fell dying, defying him, is elsewhere told, but the defenders of one such place lasted a little longer than many others. At Tham Kelkir, the hall of the swift river, Sauron found his conquest bitterly fought. On the hill to the north, its wreckage still stands. If the Uruk expect to find Ringlor, they will be disappointed, I think. But that ruins is the last resting place of many of my kin. Did they bring artifacts of power with them during their retreat? I cannot say for certain, but we should make sure that little remains of which Saruman or his warriors might make use. After you have done this, return here to Isabel. I think then we must part. All right. Now, I think I am going to give this priority over the class quest. All right, so I will... Yeah, pressing matters. I know it's pressing. I will get to there as soon as I finish here, all right? A gift from a friend, yeah. Okay, I'll also look at that when things are more appropriate. Yeah, okay. Daisy, a matter has come to my attention, and I think that you serve best provided. You want me to come to Bree? Ah, boy. Well, I'll worry about that later. First, I need to find this Uruk location, this Swift River place. I have found Tham Kelkir, something like that, and we do have Uruks here. Oh, it was getting ready to fire at me. All right, well, good thing I fired first. There you go. Now, let's go and find more of them. And what else do I have to do while I'm here? Oh yeah, find artifacts, I think. So first, I guess that means I should deal with this archer. How about that? They posted archers on the outside. What are they doing? Putting up a proper guard or something? Well, let's go and find out what we could learn about this place. Ah, there you go. Well, actually, do I really want to fight 3 of those at once? Probably not, especially in this era of raids popping up out of nowhere. There you go. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I could do this. Like that. Just rum away. So I don't want to, as I said, not so much the Uruks I'm worried about as the raids that may spawn when they come together, because I'm sure that, yeah. Isn't this the 3rd one this episode? Something like that. If I'm keeping proper count. Sometimes it's hard to tell. A red glove raid. Probably from blood. Well, yeah. I think the blood would have to be rather fresh, though, for it to be red or something like that. And, of course, it'll make the whole thing sticky and really nasty. Of course, not that raids are afraid of being nasty or anything like that. I mean, it's part of the package, I think, of being a raid is being nasty. Oh. Okay. Well, I think that there's a 10-minute cooldown on raids appearing. So, does that mean that for the next... Ouch. Does that mean for the next 10 minutes I... Really? Really? Oh, come on! Let's knock the hobbit out then. Keep her from doing anything as I create this very long induction that'll finish just before she wakes up. Oh, well. Okay, dokie. And now you two. Now, there's something here I need to search. So, not much choice on whether or not I search this area. Fortunately. I got a moment where I can... Ah, okay. Killed enough Uruks. Anything in here? You sift through the debris, but find nothing of interest. Yeah, that's likely going to be the case. Ooh. Now, what about in this building here? Okay. This one's going to be very... Oh, there's another potential site over there. Let's see. How about you? Okay. Alright, here's you. And you. And then I can search this place. Alright, anything in here? But find nothing of interest. Now, I think I saw something of interest in this direction. Okay, up here. Ah! A picture. Yeah, that's of interest. Like, have I checked this one yet? Hi. May I check your debris? Just want to find out if it has anything interesting in it. Don't worry, I'll take it away so you won't have to do anything. If it has nothing to do with any rings or anything like that. A short knife of elf make. Well, that's certainly something interesting that has nothing to do with rings. Anyway, his silencing bad breath. Oh well. Oh, right. Number 4! I'm keeping score. You guys just won't quit, right? probably the same wraith coming 4 times saying, okay, I want that river hobbit. A nuisance hobbit. That's right. Right. Oh, that's right. It says halfling. Oh, maybe the halfling knows something about the yeah, that's it. Of course. Halflings. I've dealt with some uruks, and I found this.
You found uruks at the hole of the Swift River, I do not doubt it. But did you find aught else?
You hand Bregaleth the elf knife that you unearthed from the debris of Tham Kalahir. She blows dust off the hilt and wipes the blade clean. Unless I am very much mistaken, this is the dagger of the Bright Company, Pineleaf. Many were their glorious deeds in ages past, and long did they fight against Sauron and his minions. Were it not for such worthies as Celeborn and Glorfindel, who survived the war, or heroic Oronril, who did not, the rout of Eregion might been even worse. I will bring this dagger to Imladris, where it can be kept in the place of honor. It is truly a weapon of the Bright Company. If it is fitting for it to come to rest within the place of refuge for which the wielder fought, and likely died. All right, so we have leather arm guards, a major upgrade. See, I'm now starting to upgrade my equipment.
And so I will bid farewell to you and the Ranger Meneldir, for I must bring this warning to Imladris.
I must bring the warning that the wizard Saruman has sent Uruk warbands to the ruins of Eregion and Swanfleet, seeking Ringlore. What he desires to do with it, Lord Elrond will know better than I, but surely it cannot be anything good. I believe that we have learned the danger of such craft, but perhaps it was not so. I fear that we are on the very precipice of danger, Pineleaf. I wish that you and Menelder good fortune in your journeys, whether they may take each of you, wherever they may go, but also I have a warning of my own to give. I bid you to exercise caution on the road, and do not trust others too readily. There are days that I would never have expected to see, and yet all around me I see signs of the deepening shadow. It may be the servants of Saruman, or those of an enemy that we cannot yet perceive, work to undo all the good that has been achieved in these lands. Farewell. Perhaps we will meet again on a more sunny day, that these cares and worries have been set aside. Well, we will have to see. Oh, do I finally get a spear? I have been looking for a spear for so long. Here we go. Might! Well, it's better than nothing, I guess. Really, might. Really. Well, what have you got to say, Manel, dear?
I will take Bregaleth's warning to heart, and you should as well.
To that end, I might suggest that we travel one road rather than two, Pineleaf. I must bring word to my chieftain of the Dunedain of the dangers posed by Saruman and his Uruk-hai. He did not greet me warmly, and I know not where he will be found, but his warning must be delivered all the same. I suggest that we make for the ruins of old Cardolan, and consult with a friend of mine who lives among them, Narndir by his name. He didn't cast aside our friendship when I left. He will know where to find the Dunedain that we seek. I would appreciate your company on the road. After I have delivered the message, I will leave you at the finest tavern that I've ever known, the Inn of the Prancing Pony in Breetown. Well, this is promising to lead me to Bree. I get this message to say to go to Bree. So, while normally I would just jump to the class quest, this is almost saying that story-wise, I won't bother because I figure I'm going to breed anyway with him. Alright, so I'm going to work it that way, despite the fact I prefer doing my class quest a little. Oh, I think that gives a sweet spear. Ah. From there, you will surely find a path to whatever adventures that you might wish. What say you, my friend? If this course seems good to you, I recommend that we return to Mossward and restock and resupply. Let's talk to Scardy's Benblade to work once more before we depart Swanfleet and travel north to deliver our warnings. So he's asking me to go to Swanfleet. I got a letter asking me to go to Bree, and I'll have to make that decision on the next episode of Vale of the Pine.